So, Wall Street finally caught a little breath yesterday, even though everyone was really just waiting for one thing. Nvidia. Hey everyone, it's Thursday morning, November 20th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. Stocks closed mostly higher on Wednesday as the market recovered a bit from the tech-driven sell-off of the past few days. The Nasdaq climbed about 0.6%, the Standard & Poor's 500 rose around 0.4%, and the Dow ended up around 0.1%. This small rebound broke a 4-day losing streak, and tech actually helped lead the recovery. Nvidia closed the regular session up about 2.5% before reporting one of the most anticipated earnings releases of the year. Bitcoin, meanwhile, kept sliding and fell below $90,000, the lowest level since April. All eyes were on Nvidia because the results were expected to swing the stock as much as 7% in either direction, and honestly, the stakes couldn't have been higher. The market wanted confirmation that the AI boom still has momentum, while at the same time people are questioning how sustainable big tech's massive AI spending really is. We also got the Federal Reserve minutes yesterday, and they showed what we've been hearing publicly for weeks. Officials are split over whether a December rate cut makes sense, and that debate could shift again today when the delayed September jobs report finally comes out. The October report has been cancelled, and the November one has been pushed to December 16th. Now let's get to Nvidia, because the numbers were strong. Earnings per share came in at $1.30, beating expectations by about 3%. Revenue hit $57.006 billion, also a 3% beat. Year over year, earnings jumped 60% and revenue increased 62%. Quarter over quarter, earnings rose 24% and revenue 22%. But the most powerful part was the company's message. According to Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, the company is now deep into what he called the virtuous cycle of AI. He said demand for compute power is accelerating so quickly that cloud GPUs and Blackwell chips are basically sold out everywhere. New AI startups, more industries, and more countries are all adopting AI at the same time. In simple terms, demand is exploding, and they can't build these chips fast enough. The market absolutely loved that message, and the strong guidance for the fourth quarter of 2025. In after-hours trading, Nvidia shares jumped more than 7%, rising above $195. So yeah, Nvidia delivered exactly what investors were hoping for, maybe even more. Now the big question is whether this momentum can help stabilize markets after a shaky few days. Alright, that wraps up today's Capital Markets Quickie. Join me again tomorrow morning for more market updates. See you then.